Hey everyone, my name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. I want to go over gold and silver manipulation, just so you know that it exists, that it's basically they've admitted it, and that we should be doing the same thing that they are doing. And I'm going to go over what they're doing. So let's pile in here. Gold and silver manipulation. So the background. So we've got the COMEX. The COMEX is a commodity exchange. That's where it's a paper market where commodities are exchanged. I think that precious metals are manipulated, and I'll go over why. Prices drop before large deliveries, even when chart and momentum is great to the upside. If you learn how to look at charts, all of a sudden you get these huge momentum changes like on the spot one day, and it hardly ever happens like that. And it's someone who dumps a ton of contracts all at once. It's usually done pre-market or after hours. My question is, why the hell would someone do this? If they're trying to maximize their sale, you wouldn't just dump them all at once in a low volume market. You just wouldn't do that. So they're doing it for lower prices. The bank is JPmorgan. They're the ones that holds the largest short position in the silver paper market. Silver is one of the most shorted commodities out there. And that's why I think we should get in it and do what JPmorgan's doing. And this is what they're doing. JPmorgan is bullish, trust me, on silver. They have physical 1 billion ounces and 25 million ounces of gold. They are accumulating the physical. They're controlling the price downward in the paper market, and they're accumulating the physical at the same time. And I think they could possibly be the buyer who's in the, quote, other category when you look at COMEX for deliveries. And they're the ones amassing the physical that they can get their hands on. So we need to be doing the same thing they're doing. Just copy them. Become your own central bank, pick up physical metals when they are picking them up. It just so happened that news came out that day when silver and gold broke out of its chart pattern just recently. And I will go over that and show you what that looks like. Plus there's a bunch of claims out there saying that the data on the deliveries is being fudged. Like you go in and you try to, an accountant would go in, they look and try to match all the numbers up, and for some reason, a lot of the numbers aren't matching up. It's very weird. So here's another more background information here. So can someone explain why the prices fell in 2009 and 2020, but all of the physical metals dried up and you could get nowhere near the price of the paper markets? They were also charging massive premiums. If price goes down that much and everyone's liquidating, wouldn't the metal be absolutely plentiful and very easy to get with very low premiums? Why is it the opposite? This is evidence in itself that it's rigged. 2011 is the same thing at the top of the market. You know, the charts have patterns that are not congruent with normal market moves. And I only see this with precious metals, and it's only sometimes. It's very weird. We see inconsistencies with high correlations in assets. The last market update I did, I said, how the hell did the dollar go down and gold go down? And all these things basically counteract. It was like everything was in alignment but gold. And the reason we have that, and I looked into it, is they have a large delivery December 1st, and they're driving the price down for that delivery. Or they've got other future contracts to expire as well on top of that. They're trying to put stuff in the money for them. So they're driving them down to pick them up. Now, here's a couple of articles I want to go over. So JPmorgan now bullish on silver with 1 billion ounces and gold with 25 million ounces. That was April 11th. And JPMorgan Chase to pay record $920 million to resolve U.S. investigations to trading practices. The bank also has quietly settled a long-running lawsuit that accused the bank of manipulating precious metals markets with spoofing trades. And you can see they're doing it day after day after day. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the link another person who has an opinion on this, and he goes through the futures, the COMEX, the futures markets, and shows you how they're doing it. And you can see these large contracts coming in, just massive amounts all being sold at once to drive the prices lower on purpose. I'll put that in the link for everyone to view. Silver, this is the circle that I have here. This is the day that I think they manipulated it. This broke to the upside of this chart pattern and was going to go higher. And everything was looking extremely good. But then all of a sudden they came out with that news right here. They came out with the news and they dumped a crap ton of contracts and drove it pre-market right into the ground. That was a $95 down, or that was like it was a $95 down day in gold. I can't remember what it was for silver, but it was a massive move. Look at the volume down there. And they just so happened to come out with news at that particular time with the vaccine and dumped a ton of contracts all at once. I'm not buying it. I'll also put in the link evidence of them doing this. So what does this all mean? I think we should do the exact same thing as them. We have huge industrial demand out there for silver and platinum anyway. So it was trading many years below the mining costs, silver and platinum, which created a large underinvestment in mining. It's good to purchase either way. I think the government. This is someone else's opinion. I think the government or someone is prepping for a Fed coin, and I think they might use XRP, which is Ripple, as the coin to go off of that network. It's said that the altcoins are what they're going to. That's what they're going to use to control you with and track and have negative interest rates, which means that you're going to have to spend this stuff quickly. The value is the gold and silver, and that's why they're draining it off the COMEX. They're buying it all up. So my opinion is, I think buying physical metals now is a very good idea to become your own central bank. It's offline, it's private, it protects your wealth, it preserves it. It's cheap in relationship to stocks and the money supply. So you want to do it anyway. And it's going to be revalued, I think, some point in the future, many multiples higher. It's proven for thousands of years to preserve wealth. And it's a tier 1 asset that the banks need and want. Also, mining stocks, they're down right now. Pick them up. Take full advantage of this and do not sell. Hold on to these companies, since I think a revaluation of gold or silver is going to revalue these much, much higher than what they are today. So I don't like necessarily talking about manipulation. I don't want it to be an excuse. But if it's out there, I think you need to be aware of it. If they're manipulating it down, then the question is why? And if they're accumulating all the physical, why are they doing that? And shouldn't we be copying them on the accumulation? So, in my opinion, we need to be copying them. We need to be doing exactly what they're doing, hoarding this stuff just like them, because I have a feeling that they're going to do it. They're going to compress, they're going to control this thing, get as much as they can, and then they're just going to let it go, and then it's going to revalue much higher. That's my reasoning for holding. Well, that's one of my reasonings for holding this stuff, and it's so underpriced that it's a win-win. And the demand out there, that's also a win. So it protects you monetarily. There's industrial demand, and the banks are doing this themselves. If you like this content, please subscribe, click the thumbs up button, and I appreciate you listening. This is Finding Value.